Hey guys, what's up? If you're new here, my name is Amanda. If you guys are not new here, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to have a new video out. I am going to be diving a little bit deeper into why I dislike MLMs, what I have problems with, their structure, some of the ways consultants can act and be, how predatory these companies can be by cold messaging, just the structure as a whole. So if you guys are interested in seeing my thoughts and opinions on that, just keep on watching. However, again, I do just want to disclaim this at the beginning of the video. I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to hate on anyone in MLMs. I'm not trying to shame anyone in MLMs. These are my thoughts, opinions, and my own experiences, as well as research that I've done on other people's experiences and opinions as well. I'm not claiming any of this to be fact. If there is anything that's fact, I will put it up on the screen for proof and show you guys where I got that information. But without further ado, let's dive into this video and dig a little bit deeper into why I dislike MLMs. All right, guys, so let's just dive right on into this and why I dislike MLMs. I do have my laptop right here with some notes on it, just so I don't miss anything. I don't want this video to be a million years long. I probably will miss some stuff, but if you see me looking this way, just don't mind that. I want to make sure I get as much in as possible. But let's get started. One of the biggest things that bothers me about MLMs is the comparison between an MLM and an actual business. Time and time again, it's so annoying to even think about, but time and time again, I see MLMers commenting or spreading hateful comments on anti MLM individuals' videos, pictures, whatever, saying, what's the difference between your 9-to-5 corporate job and the MLM? Like, your corporate job, the money all goes to the top anyway. The money goes to the CEO, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is what drives me nuts, you guys. So let me break this down for you. In an MLM, there is a startup fee to join, to become an independent consultant, to even sell the products in the first place. So when you get a job, say a corporate job or whatever kind of job, okay, but we'll go with a corporate job for this example. When you go to an interview and you want this job and they hire you, you don't pay them $50 to come start working for them. Do you get my drift? So if you're working for corporate America, you're not paying, let's say McDonald's. You're not paying McDonald's $50 to start working for them, but you are guaranteed a minimum rate of how much you're going to make per hour. With an MLM, to even sell products, to be an independent consultant, you have to pay them to start your business, which it's not your business in the first place. For example, Arbonne. If you're an independent consultant at Arbonne, being an independent consultant does not make you a business owner. You sell as like a market partner essentially under them for Arbonne. It's not your business. But anyways, you pay them to sell their stuff and you don't have like the security blanket of at least minimum wage for your time and efforts. So say you work in an MLM, whatever, and you work 40 hours a week. You are not guaranteed minimum wage. You are not guaranteed anything. So you could work 10 hours, 20 hours, 40 hours, 100 hours, you catch my drift. You could work all these hours and you're not guaranteed anything. Versus if you're in corporate America or have some other job, more often than not, you at least have minimum wage, if not a better wage than minimum wage. Some places, even if it's part-time, offer benefits. If it's full-time, most places offer, shouldn't say most places, a lot of places offer benefits. So health, vision, dental, all those types of things. MLMs, you never have that opportunity. So I don't even like when people make the comparison between the two, because corporate America is a whole separate thing, and yes, it has its own flaws. However, you do have guaranteed income, minimum wage, hourly rates, contracts, whatever. At least you have something guaranteed, as well as potential health benefits. Versus an MLM, you do not ever have health benefits and you are not guaranteed pay. Even if you work upwards of 100 hours a week, you may make $0. So that is one of my biggest problems with MLMs just right off the bat. Okay, So my next ones, these kind of go hand in hand in my opinion, but the free trips and the free cars. So a lot of this is based off of my experience with Arbonne. However, I know that there are other MLMs with these free car incentives and free trips. So let's just dive a little bit deeper into that. For example, the free cars, these people really promote, I don't know if you've seen it, I'll put up a picture here or here. On Instagram, these people in MLMs are always like at the car dealership with like keys, like their upline handing their downline the keys and a picture next to like a Cadillac or a Mercedes Benz, and they're promoting it as free. So essentially to get these vehicles, you have to hit a certain rank in the company, and to hit that certain rank, you have to have a certain amount of sales per month. Depending on what MLM it is, it might be personal QV, cumulative QV through your downline, whatever. So essentially you have to make a certain amount of sales to hit this rank, and then you have to maintain this rank. And this vehicle is not free. So what it is, you do have to go through a leasing process, duh, like any vehicle, but this company is not like outright paying for your vehicle. So it would be your name on the lease, and they give you, I don't know what the right word is, like a stipend or a bonus, I guess a cash bonus to pay for the car, but it might not be the full price of the vehicle that you choose. So say you get a Mercedes, but your payment is $1,000 a month, you might only get $800 towards your car. So it's not free. And on top of that, if you don't hit those ranks, if you don't make those sales, then you drop back. You do not get your cash bonus that month. So that leaves you in a really bad spot if you haven't made your sales, you don't hit that rank, you don't get that cash bonus, you're still stuck paying that, month to month lease. If you bump up the next month and you do make those sales, then yes, you get your cash bonus. But do you see where I'm saying it's a little deceiving in the first place because they promote it as a free vehicle, and on top of that, it is not free. But if you drop below, that bonus can be taken away from you, and then you're stuck having to pay. So I hope that makes sense. I know this is gonna be all over the place and pretty long, just because there's a lot to say about it, so just bear with me. But that is my problem with the free cars. On top of that though, with the free cars, they have you put a logo typically on them. So with Arbonne, I know they have you put like this silver logo on it and it says Arbonne. Don't quote me on this, but I think you have to get a white Mercedes-Benz. Not positive, but I'm pretty sure you have to get white, and then like a little logo that has the company name on it. Essentially, that's just more free promotion for these MLMs. And for what? Like, it's not free to you, so why are you continuing? Like, why do you have to promote it? Like, you've already done enough promotion for them to hit these ranks, to get this free car that you thought was free, but now you have to do even more promotion. So that's just extra annoying, and I don't even understand why you would want to drive around with something that has a logo on it. But anyways, that's that. But the free trips is the next thing that free, just air quotes on all this, and if I'm sounding sarcastic, I'm so sorry, but I just genuinely don't get it. So these MLMers a lot of the time promote these, trips that they go on and whatnot, and they all go there, they all take so many pictures together and so many stories and say, like, watch us or join us, and it's just kind of that big FOMO factor. So who doesn't want to be in Mexico with what seems to be a great community of people that are all best friends, and go to Hawaii and all these types of things? Like, of course that sounds really ideal, but the realism of it is, unless you hit a certain rank, these companies are not sending you on these trips for free. And it's really hard for the people on the bottom because you don't want to miss out on this, and you want to meet the higher ups in the company because you see their success stories. So you think, oh, if they could do it, I could do it. Maybe if I just go meet them and if I hear how to work this business better, maybe I can do it. So I have seen a lot of stories where lower people in the company pay for their airfare, pay to go to these hotels, and essentially like work their business from these hotels just to kind of fit in and not miss out on these incentive trips. However, I said, yes, you can get them free if you're a certain rank, but you have to be way up in the company. A lot of these factors are great for people way up in the company, but a lot of the people that are higher ups started years ago, and that was when it was less saturated, but now it is a lot harder to get up there just because there are so many people. So the free trips are another big thing. That free trips, you guys already know how it is. Nothing's really ever free unless you've put in so much time and manipulating to get there. Like, that sounds really bad, but it's the truth. Another thing is, on these trips, what I noticed, so I do follow quite a few MLM people from when I was in Arbonne, and I kind of did idolize them when I was in it, just because you look at this life that seems so perfect, and they're always constantly buying like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and like all these like luxury designer brands. And it's just really confusing because you see some people doing that are not higher ups in the company. And what is fact, like on the income disclosure statements, at least 97% of these people or more make next to no money, or maximum of like $500 to $1,000 in a year. And let's just give you a little math. So say a Louis Vuitton bag, all of them pretty much are over $1,000. So when you see them coming out with these huge Louis Vuitton bags that are like $2,300, and they're saying they got that from working this business, but we know that most of them don't even make $1,000 in a whole year. How did you buy a $2,300 bag from working this business if you don't even make that in a year? So it just comes down to really kind of faking it till you make it with these companies, and they're really trying to promote this lavish lifestyle to get more people to join them. And they always say, watch me or join me, watch me or join me. And it's kind of like, it's just, I don't even understand, because they're promoting all this and it's so fake. Yeah, at the same time, it's so captivating for so many people, because who doesn't want to go on a free trip? Who doesn't want hundreds of best friends? But these people, they're not really your best friends, because you're all competing against each other for the same exact target audience. So do you get what I'm saying? That's another thing. So the cars, the trips, and just the structure as a whole are really bothersome. But let me check my notes real quick, you guys. Okay, so the next thing I want to mention is just the individuals that these companies seem to target. So sorry I keep playing with my hair. I didn't do anything to it today, so it's looking kind of not good. So just bear with me. But just the way these companies target certain individuals, it really seems like they target people who are financially struggling, college students who want extra money, new moms, people that very obviously need money or want money while just sitting at home, which there's nothing wrong with that. You can make a passive income from home, but I would not recommend an MLM as the way to do that, if that makes sense. So I always see, I especially see them targeting college students, and I see them saying a lot of the time, oh, well, I started this business with only $1 in my account. I've even heard someone say they started this with 1 penny in their account. I do not recommend giving up your last few dollars or last $50 to start this business, because the odds of you making money back out are pretty slim. It's possible, but it's just the odds are not in your favor. Therefore, it's just not really a good business opportunity or investment for your money, especially when it could be going towards many other things that are far more important. And another thing that really bothers me is just the contradictions of these MLMers. So a lot of the time when you see them promoting it, they're like, want this to be your side hustle, like make an extra $1,000 a month, make an extra $1,000 a week, whatever. And they say it's a side hustle, right? So you think side hustle, not your full-time job, okay? So you don't think that you should be putting 40 hours a week into this, since it's just a side hustle, right? However, when you're not happy with the results you're seeing, when you're not, moving up ranks in the company, when you're not making all this money, and you go talk to your upline and you say, hey, I'm frustrated, they will so quickly switch on you and say, well, are you doing everything that you can? Are you posting on your stories? Are you posting to your feed? Are you cold messaging 100 people a day? Are you doing this, and this? And it's like, well, like, isn't it a side hustle? And if you're failing, or I shouldn't say failing, but if you're not as successful as you want to be in the business, they will very quickly turn it around on you. And when I say they, I mean your upline typically. They will very quickly turn it around and say, it's because you're not working hard enough. It's because you're not working enough. It's because you're not posting enough. It's because you're not messaging enough people. It's very contradictive from them initially trying to get you involved, saying, oh, it's just a side hustle. Spend 20 minutes a day on your phone and you can make $1,000 a week or $1,000 a month. I have seen these claims from people, and we know that majority of these people do not even make that in a year, let alone a week, month, 6 months, whatever, right? So when you're saying it's a side hustle and promoting it as a side hustle, and then people are pissed when they're not making the money that you advertise to them, and then you tell them it's because they're being lazy, they're not working hard enough, it's just not a good vibe. It's not cute. It's just bad. It's a bad look on the company. It's a bad look on the upline. And they really just make you feel like it's your fault. But in actuality, it's the business structure from the start that is against you. And you really can't make a lot of money unless you spend a ton of time investing your own personal time, messaging hundreds and hundreds of people. If you're good at manipulating people and making them feel like a good price point for shampoo is like $40, whether it's Arbonne or Monat, however you say it. You know, the company structure, it comes back to the company structure every single time, is where it's just set up against you from the very start. And these MLMers just try and make you feel like it's your fault and always praise the business, when in actuality, it's the company structure that is screwed from the start. And lastly, before this video gets way too long, I can add on to this at a later date, but the last thing I want to touch on is just how joining an MLM can affect your relationships and friendships, whether it's a family member, significant other, friends, whatever. Being in an MLM and reaching out to family members and expecting them to buy your products, or friends expecting them to join under you and to recruit them, it can make you lose a lot of friends. It can make you have issues with your family members and, like I said, significant others, because you essentially are looking at them like they are now a dollar sign. You are looking at anyone and everyone that you know, maybe even someone 5 years ago from high school, or if you're older, maybe 20 years ago from college, whatever it may be. You're just looking for anyone and everyone that you can pitch to. It can really affect these relationships that you have with these individuals, because a lot of the time, the people on the outside can see that you're not making money with this. The people on the outside don't have the clouded judgment and don't see all these people going on trips and don't see all these people with these cars. And they have a lot better judgment because they're not right in the bubble. They're right outside, so they can see where your clouded judgment is coming from. So I see a lot of times people reach out to, like I said, anyone and everyone. You might be scrolling through your Facebook, and I guarantee you have gotten a message, something like, hey hun, oh my gosh, haven't talked to you in forever. Looks like you're doing great. I have a great business opportunity for you. Or, hey hun, oh my gosh, I think you would love these products. I can give you my personal discount. Want to try them? Something to the effect like that. And it just really makes you seem not genuine anymore, because anyone and everyone, like, you're not reaching out to check up on them, you're reaching out to pitch to them. So that is another thing that really just bothers me about these MLMs. Again, I don't want to categorize every single MLMer like this. However, a lot of them that I have run into, a lot of them that I've seen on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, are like that. You can never really categorize a whole group of people. It's not fair. However, these are things that I have seen, things that bother me times a million, and I could rant for like 5 hours about this, honestly. But I think I'm gonna wrap that up here. I have tons of other things that bother me about MLMs, but I just wanted to get this little rant out. Please drop in the comments down below what videos you want to see from me on what companies, whether it's Arbonne, Monat, however you say it, LuLaRoe, Young Living, whatever it may be. Please let me know in the comments down below, and I will get those made for you. I will do a lot of research so I can get good videos out for you guys. And yeah, So if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I will have a lot more content coming soon. And yeah, without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.